Hey everyone, Mike here, and today we're having a look at the Sony Vaio Duo 11, Sony's new business ultrabook. This is not the average looking computer though, it's a hybrid that can be used as a tablet or as a laptop. But is it good enough as either of those? Well, that you'll find out by the end of this clip, so tag along. Oh, and make sure to share this clip to your friends and subscribe to our channel if you like the video. Your support is extremely important for us. Alright, so the Vaio Duo 11 is one of the new types of laptops producers have been throwing at us lately. Unlike other convertible ultrabooks, this is a slider, which means that its screen glides up and down, turning the device into a tablet or something close to a notebook. There are gimmicks to this approach, as you'll find out a bit later, but the entire product is actually not bad. With the lid down, the Vaio Duo 11 acts as a tablet, not the sleek looking slate like an iPad, but a tablet nonetheless. At around 0.8 inches thick and weighing 2.8 pounds, this is not really something you can easily carry around, but unlike other tablets, the Duo 11 is actually a fully baked computer that can deal with most of the applications your regular laptop or PC can. That's right, this one is built on top of an Intel ULV platform and can get either a Core i3, i5 or i7 processor in there, up to 8GB of RAM and up to 256GB SSDs. Plus Windows 8, the full-grown version of it that supports both Metro apps and legacy software. So basically, the Vaio Duo 11 can do all the things an ultrabook can, plus others on top. I'm going to talk about those a bit later though, for now let's focus on the screen. Sony packs an 11.6-inch Full HD IPS panel on this laptop, and this one is just awesome. It's very bright, thus you will be able to use it in strong light, it's sharp and displays popping colors. It's also a touchscreen that comes with N-Trig digitizer, which means that you can use it for sketching, drawing or writing with a pen included in the pack. The pen itself is made from metal and feels very solid in hand. It has a soft plastic tip and two buttons for various uses, but there are a couple of things I don't really like about it. First, there's no way to store the pen on the Vaio Duo 11 unless you buy the extended battery that comes with a special place for that. And second, there's no way to attach the cap to the other side of the pen when using it, so not only you might easily lose the pen, it's going to be a lot easier to lose the cap as well. Now that we covered the pen and the screen, let's actually have a look at the laptop itself. The body is made from metal and the lid is covered in Gorilla Glass, thus the whole thing feels durable. Still, having the screen exposed like that doesn't really make me feel very comfortable. Anyway, the Vaio Duo also sports a complete set of ports, and those are greatly appreciated. Starting from the sides, there's a VGA, a card reader and a headphone jack on the left, two USBs, HDMI output and the power button on the right, plus the PSU, an Ethernet port and a large cooling grill on the back. But that's not all, there are also some goodies on the belly with a docking latch for an extended slice battery, two speakers and a couple of buttons, volume rockers, screen lock and assist. Back on top you'll notice a rather wide bezel around the screen, which makes the entire laptop rather large. In fact, with a 320 by 200mm body, the Vaio Duo 11 has a large footprint for an 11.6-inch device. But there's just nothing Sony could have done about those bezels, as they are required by Windows 8's set of gestures. Also, on the front face, there's a Windows 8 home button below the screen, a 2.4-megapixel webcam on top and a light sensor. I've mentioned in the beginning that the Vaio Duo 11 is a slider. If you want to slide open the screen, you'll have to grab the two ridges on the upper side of the laptop and firmly pull them apart. That might require a bit of effort, especially at start, but it will work a bit smoother once you understand exactly how it works. Sliding up the screen reveals a backlit keyboard. The keys on it are tiny, as the entire keyboard is cramped on the lower half of the laptop, but at least they are properly spaced and offer decent feedback. Still, you'll need a lot of time to get used to typing on it, and even then it's still going to be quite awkward to use for long texts. The design did not allow for a trackpad to be fit on the Vaio Duo 11, thus Sony went for a track point and a set of independent buttons below the keys. The entire combo works alright, but the optical track point is oversensitive, thus rather jumpy most of the time. Before we move on, I have to add a couple of things about the sliding mechanism. It's made from metal as well, like the rest of the body, so it should be reliable. However, if you look behind it, the cords connecting the screen to the rest of the hardware are quite loose, thus I feel they can easily break in time. Besides that, the sliding mechanism allows no room to adjust the screen's viewing angle, which for me is a complete deal breaker, as I tend to use portable computers in all kinds of situations. Also, unless you're having the laptop on a completely flat surface, the screen tends to come out of its support latches and will shake quite annoyingly when touching it, as you can see in the video. Okay, so all in all, Sony went for a different approach with their Vaio Duo 11, and I must admit it feels unique right now between ultrabooks, although we've seen similar sliders before, just not with this kind of hardware inside. However, I feel that there are many shortcomings to this approach, so you'd better try this one before actually buying it, just to see how the two of you will get along together. On the other hand, the Vaio Duo 11 is a fast ultrabook, so it will deal just fine with your daily applications and react snappy to your commands. It runs Windows 8 and the OS is smooth, but it's nothing like Windows was before. So you'll have to take some time and get used to the new interface, the new touch-friendly UI, the gestures and the charms ribbon. The Windows Store is rather barren right now, but in time it will get more useful touch-friendly applications. And of course, the computer also has a classic desktop mode and it will handle all of the Windows software you're familiar with, including Microsoft Office Suite, Photoshop or others. Multimedia content is no stranger from this laptop either, and you will be able to run some games on it as well if you really want to. Still, the Vaio Duo 11 is mostly built for work, and the design, included stylus and NFC support or excellent webcam, suggests that. As a business laptop, it's of course rather pricey, starting at around $1,100. Still, I find this a fair price for the things you're getting with this laptop. What I don't find good enough, however, is the battery life, as the Sony Vaio Duo 11 will only last for around 3 to 4 hours of everyday use, and that's too low for such a computer these days. Sony does offer a slice battery though, that should double the battery life, but that one will cost you $150 extra. All this being said, it's rather difficult for me to draw the line on the Vaio Duo 11. This one is definitely a sleek looking device and it's unique between its peers with its hybrid design. It comes with an excellent screen, a proper selection of ports and it's fairly snappy. However, while it tries to be both a tablet and a notebook, it's not very good as either of them. As a slate, it's too large and heavy for comfortable use, while as a portable notebook, it offers a cramped keyboard, doesn't feel very sturdy and lacks the adjustability I for one require from such a device. So you might say that the Vaio Duo 11 is just not as practical as a portable computer needs to be these days. Still, if you're fine with all the shortcomings mentioned above, I believe you're going to like the Vaio Duo 11. But even so, if you're after a Windows 8 hybrid these days, you should look at the competition as well. There are some better design options out there. And with that in mind, it's time to end this video. Thank you for watching and please make sure to share this clip to your friends and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed it. Also, let me know in the comments down below what are the things that you love and the ones that you hate about this Vaio Duo 11. I'm looking forward for your replies and I'll see you soon.